It's September, so there are all kinds of things you can be doing if you're targeting round two applications in January, starting right now. So the first is to think about your goals. So think about why you need an MBA and why now is the best time. You want to identify your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and why an MBA is vital to reach those goals. And the second tip that we have is to focus on your test. You might need to reassess where you are. So take a look at the score that you've got or the score you're practicing at, see how far you need to go on the GRE or the GMAT to get there. You may need to investigate tutoring perhaps, but you don't want to be, in an ideal world, trying to lock down the test while you're also trying to get all the application essays done over the coming months. Another one is to explore and engage with target business schools. So you can be getting on all the schools' email lists. You can be attending info sessions and panels, perhaps MBA tours if they're coming around or they're virtual. So think about what your target list is, and you can have a little wider funnel right now, and you'll narrow it as you go. But any school you're interested in, you should be learning more about now. So another September to-do for you, if you are applying in round two, is to identify resources at your target schools that will help you reach your goals. So think about the curriculum, the clubs you might get involved in, conferences, experiential learning activities, and consider how you might contribute to all of those. Another thing that you can be working on in September is making sure you're keeping contact with your recommenders. So by now you probably have a short list of who you might use as your two recommenders. Some schools have one, but most will have two. You want to be nurturing that relationship. You might investigate the GMAC Common Letter of Recommendation, which most schools use, and then you can see what you will be evaluated on. And the last September tip we have for you is start with the busy work. There is no common app for business school, you may have noticed by now, and it means there's a lot more work for you to be doing, and a lot of it is just simply busy work. So to avoid scrambling around in December doing this, you can figure out now how to get ahead of it. So you might create a document that has, for example, all your college activities, the dates you were involved in them, what your roles were, what the organization was, what your time commitment was, what accomplishments you had in those roles. So those are the kinds of things you're going to be asked, and this way you can just cut and paste rather than starting everything from scratch in late December when you'll have a lot of other things to be doing.